Now, the second question she had was, what's better, a HELOC and or a cash out? Now, I'll tell you the two differences. Now, most people don't know the differences between the two. They hear them. A HELOC stands for a home equity line of credit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where it's basically kind of like a credit card secured against your house.
Mm-hmm.
A cash out is, and that's the one that's a second loan. So like if you're getting a HELOC, that's when you have two mortgages. Because I have my original mortgage, right? I have my original mortgage, and then I have my new HELOC mortgage. So I have my payment on my original with my escrow and everything, and I have my HELOC as my second one. And now when you get a cash out, whatever your original mortgage was, they just increase the amount and they give you the cash difference, but they pay off the first one and they give you one big loan for that amount.
It's kind of like a blanket.
Yeah, it's like it just pays off the other one and gives you a brand new one. And it's a first lien loan. All cash outs are a first lien loan where they're less risky to banks and you'll usually get a better interest rate, right? A HELOC is a second lien loan. That means if you stop paying that HELOC, they normally won't foreclose on you until that first one is paid off. Because if they were to foreclose, they would have to pay off the first lien. So that's more risky for a HELOC. And that's why you generally will see a higher interest rates on HELOC loans compared to a cash out loan. Now, what makes one more better than the other? Now, it matters on and now this is where the math comes in, mathematically. I had a customer call me yesterday. Same thing. I get these calls all the time. They're like, hey, Cliff, I only want to borrow $20,000. I'm like, well, how much do you owe on your house? Because a HELOC. Do I do a $20,000 and pull out $20,000 on top? Well, he got his loan 3 years ago when we helped him buy his house, and he had like a 3.25% interest rate. So do I pay off his old loan at $200,000 to pull out an extra $20,000 and give him a $220,000 loan at like 6.8? That's kind of silly, right?
Yeah.
Because now his original loan that was $200, he's now also getting that higher rate. I told him, no, your best bet is a HELOC. And the reason is because you keep that original loan at $200,000 at a 3% rate, even though a cash out might be a 6.8. If he's getting a HELOC and it's a 7.8 or an 8, it's only on the $20,000. So it's much smaller. So when you do the blended average between the two payments, it comes out much cheaper. Now, a reason to do a cash out. Let's say I had a cash out or I want to get a cash out, but the customer only owes $30,000 on a house and he's got a 3% and he doesn't want to lose it. But he's trying to borrow $200,000.
Yeah.
So do I go get a $200,000 HELOC at 8%? Or do I just go ahead and get a $230,000 on a cash out at a 6.8? The blended average comes out less. So it just matters on it. Most of the time I say if you're going to be pulling out more money than what you currently owe on a house, a cash out will be better. If you're pulling out a smaller amount than what your current house is and it has a lower interest rate, then the HELOC is better.
And both of those is just very important that the HELOC can foreclose on your home.
Oh yeah, it is. You got to remember, you're getting a lien. You don't pay it, they will come to collect eventually. And I've seen this one happen. I've seen this happen before where a customer did not pay his second lien for years, and they don't charge it off. They just stopped trying to collect. But that lien is on that house, and the minute he paid off that first lien, 15 years later. He tried to sell it, and he couldn't, and then this bank was going to come back and try and foreclose on him now. Because now, if they foreclosed on him, and he only owed him like $15,000, I'm like, dude, you better go get a personal. And you can't get a loan now because then you go to a bank and say, hey, I'm trying to refinance this, and they're going to be like, okay, well, what liens you got? Oh, that's a mortgage lien. Can you show me your payment history? Oh, I haven't paid it. Default.
Yeah,
they're not going to loan to you. So literally, I was like, you're going to lose your house if you don't pay them, and he didn't have the money. I said, well, you better go get a personal loan.
Yeah.
You better get a personal loan real quick and go pay that HELOC because you don't want to lose all your equity you have in a house. You better figure it out and come up with that money. But I couldn't get him a mortgage. Credit wasn't good. He had a loan in default.
Yeah.
He didn't qualify for a mortgage.
You're still asking somebody to borrow money. And I know we got just a little bit of time.